Pediatrics, like, oh yeah. What exactly is like a communication? Well, because I really, I know cook during like our class. Yeah. But right now, it's like, yeah. I was gonna say I know is I don't know what else. I went to Danville. I was supposed to be Danville State, but it was cool because my friend from Texas, she's actually the CEO of Oh, they're just doing it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dorothy Dixon Art Center for the Performing Arts. At this time, we would like to remind you that it is university policy to please keep masks on indoors. I'd also like to remind you all to please silence or turn off all electronics. Welcome to the nursing class of 2021.
Moments so dear. graduating class of 2021. Please be seated. On behalf of the Wilkes University Passan School of Nursing, I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today for the pinning ceremony for the graduating class of 2021. If you have not already, please do turn off ringers and notifications on cell phones and other devices. I also just want to let everyone know that when the students proceed to the stage, it will be in the order listed in the program. So please feel free to take pictures if needed. Try to maintain social distancing. There will be plenty of time for pictures afterward. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Deborah Wegner to offer opening remarks.
Welcome, family, friends, faculty, staff, administration, and most of all, the nursing graduates of 2021. What an incredible journey this has been. We are so grateful that we are here to celebrate your pinning. It was just February, and we wondered if we would be performing another virtual event. We have all experienced something that we never thought we would in our lifetime, a global pandemic. As a result, this year has been one of survival, endurance, and resilience. Our inner strength has been tested to the core. Thank you for abiding by the COVID restrictions, such as social distancing and wearing masks, in order to successfully complete your coursework and clinical. Thank you for assisting with the COVID assurance testing and vaccination clinics to keep our community and campus healthy and safe. It is because of those behaviors that we are here and able to celebrate your pinning and, of course, your graduation. This year has been difficult and challenging, and as you set out into the world, those challenges will only continue. Now, you are about to face challenges of a new job, new people, and perhaps a new city. You will have sole responsibility for utility bills, student loans, food, and rent. All of this, amid the lingering pandemic, can be quite daunting. It reminds me of a favorite quote of mine: "The hardest thing in this world is to live in it." Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The times that we live in are tumultuous. The political, economic, and social issues are boiling over in this country. Healthcare is ever-changing, and the cost of living continues to climb. However, you are fortunate. You have been able to continue your education, graduate, and enter a profession that guarantees employment and a decent income. Nursing is a lifelong career that provides flexible schedules, variety of care sites, and opportunity for future advancement. It is again, for 2020, the #1 trusted profession in our country, ahead of medicine, education teachers, and pharmacists. Yes, your life is about to change, but you are academically prepared. You must continue to rely on your inner strength and conquer your fears each and every day. This is something that unfortunately never really goes away. Anyone who has entered my office knows that I have those inspirational calendar quotes hanging above my desk and taped onto the cabinets. I choose those that call out to me and remind me of how I should think and respond in difficult times. So today, I want to share a few with you to send you on your way. So let's do topic 1, financial. We all know this degree has cost you and your family a pretty penny. Now that you are graduating and will be fully employed, it is important to pay off your debt and build your savings. So, get rid of all but 1 or 2 credit cards. Use a credit card only if you pay the balance in full each month. If you aren't able to pay your credit card balance in full each month, call the 800 number on the back of the card and close the account. 2, communication. You learned a great deal about therapeutic communication in class and clinical. However, there is a pearl of wisdom that is essential for you to abide by. Figure out when to speak up and when to keep quiet. This is a valuable lesson and one that everyone can relate to. Whether at home or at work, you will learn when to pick your battles. You may be 100% correct in your judgment, but you will need to weigh the consequences of your actions. Sometimes it's just not worth the fight, and as the saying goes, let it go. Topic 3, balance. You need to strike a balance between work and home. This profession is extremely demanding and stressful. You already know that the pandemic certainly televised this on a daily basis. But if you have not lived it, remember, there is no such thing as a work-life balance. There are work-life choices, and you make them, and they have consequences. Time off is seldom handed out. It must be seized. You will need your downtime. Many of you have chosen to work in emergency departments, ICUs, med-surg units, oncology, peds, OB. You will experience events that will change your life. You will be asked to work double shifts or come in on your days off and weekends off. Remember, you need alone time and family time. It is okay to say no and take the time that you need. You just can't do it all the time. Topic 4, gratitude. You will experience plenty of miraculous and joyous events of survival in this career. However, you will also experience plenty of tragedy and death. Death does not discriminate, young, old, picture of health, tragic circumstances, or anticipated, it comes. Again, all we had to do was turn on a channel this year and it was visible. You must learn how to leave your work at work. Do not bring it home with you. Of course, this is easier said than done. All I can tell you is that your nursing experiences will teach you how to be grateful for all you have each and every day. Never take life for granted. Life is truly precious, and you are reminded that every time you step onto your units. 5, live. As your dean, I wish for you to experience life, live it to the fullest, strike your balance, keep it simple, surround yourself with positive people who nurture your soul. Meditate, seek solitude when you need it, and seek friends when you need them. Travel and see the world. Do not settle for mediocrity. You are blessed with this one life, so make it count. I leave you with one of my favorite quotes from author Rachel Hollis. Be the jagged piece of glass. The world has enough smooth stones already. Keep moving and enjoy your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Spagner. I hope you all get a chance to seize some time and celebrate today, this afternoon. Now I would like to welcome our chairperson for our undergraduate program, Dr. Susan Malcolmus.
Good afternoon. The first thing I would like to do is to call your attention to the faculty and staff from the Passan School of Nursing who have helped start you on your journey. We have had a lot of good, a lot of bad, but the intentions were always good. So I would like to ask those in the audience, the faculty, the staff, and if there's any clinical instructors here, to please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. You have arrived at the nursing graduation, or in other words, pinning, which is generally more important to us than the actual graduation, although you do need the diploma. It has involved a great deal of work, time, effort, frustration, and tears. But you have weathered the first storm, And the rainbow is now here. And probably when we are leaving here with the storm, there might be a second rainbow. I was struggling with what I wanted to talk to you about today. You have endured an educational path unlike any other class we've had. And I don't think any of my previous remarks, using food to summarize, such as carrot cake or pizza, movies, The Wizard of Oz, beverages, last year I did lemonade as the class of 2020 was hit with lemons, would be the best way to encourage you on your journey. So, coming from the professor, whose students equate with intensive care patients, generally the most complex, I am going to offer you a few words on the therapeutic use of self, something you would never have thought I would brought up. Last week I had the privilege of leading the class of 2020 into UConn for graduation. As we were getting ready to walk, I asked them if they felt prepared when they started to work. I received an adamant yes. We definitely knew what we were doing. We may not have understood the whys of what faculty was trying to do, but when we were faced with new challenges and asked a lot of questions, we were able to answer them better than some of our other peers who were just starting. The one thing that they said they weren't prepared to do was talk to patients. They had no problem talking with nurses, doctors, or pharmacists, but not really the patients. I wasn't really surprised by that because they had a fair amount of remote simulations, but this year, during our remote simulations, I did hear several of you say, I'm taking your vital signs, not your blood pressure or your pulse, or I'm taking your pulse oximeter, not I'm checking the blood, oxygen level in your blood. But there were also others who explained the Hohmann signs in a patient's language very simply that really impressed me. Another conversation I had with Jordan this week encouraged me on this topic, so I thought it was appropriate to expand upon. So what does that mean? What does that have to do with therapeutic use of self? All of you will find the type of nursing of your choice, the area that interests you the most, the environment where you feel comfortable and will be privileged to work. Nursing is a privilege. To care for others no matter what the environment. You will always be placed in a situation where you will need to talk with someone about their health, whether it is in the hospital, in the community, at church, or at a family gathering. Perhaps it might be even at a dinner, a vacation, or in an establishment that offers beverages. But mark my words, you will find yourself answering questions regarding health. When you are asked something, you should use your own persona to do that. You bring your own vocabulary, mannerisms, and personality to focus. What type of conversations do you have? What is the way that you communicate? Sometimes that might mean using food, sports, music, the beach, or whatever personal interest you have to get the point across. It will help them identify the message by your choice of words. Sometimes it might not be saying anything because the words won't come and they don't need to be said. You will develop your own form of communication that will be unique to you. When you are honest and use your own style, those around you will trust you because you used yourself and did so in a manner to be viewed as the greatest gift you have yourself. What greater gift could you offer than being yourself and sharing that with those whose care has been entrusted to you? So, in being true to myself, I leave you with this phrase: what do the kidneys need to do? Thank you. Good luck to all of you, and my wish for you is to realize your personal gifts that you bring to your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Malcolmus. So the next thing I'd like to do is talk about the significance of the pin that's going to be given to the students today. The pinning ceremony for graduates of the nursing program is one of the most revered traditions associated with graduation. Each student receives a pin unique to and representative of their nursing program. The Wilkes University Nursing Pin has been designed to symbolize the ideals of professional nursing. It identifies the nurse as a graduate of the baccalaureate nursing program at Wilkes University. The circle on the pin represents the continuity of human endeavor. The points of the outer triangle represent the 3 C's of nursing: care, cure, and coordination of services. The inner triangle represents continuing professional development in the service to mankind, directed to futurity. And the pin was designed by a former chairperson and alumnus of the nursing program. At this time, we would like to distribute the pins. Dr. Malcolmus? I actually... So when your name is called, please enter the stage over here and then make your way across. Gavin Bauer. Our next graduate is not with us here today. Nathaniel Bowman. Matthew Booth. Brandon Bruckner. Madeline Kazier. Mark Chester. Courtney Coffin. Lauren Coleman. Sarah Covert. Kaylee Cromer. Morgan Daniels. Mallory Deemer. Jessica Egan. Rebecca Evans. Emma Fantoli. Haley Farrell. Siri Fredmond. Another graduate who is not attending the ceremony today, Jenna Fry. Jordan Garcia. Sarah Gibson. Catherine Gregoire. Alana Guerrero. Shane Hennahan. Savannah House. Zechariah Howard. Mackenzie Jones. Jasleen Carr. Madeline Kelly. Mackenzie Koharski. Jordan Condras. Dylan Kostak. Vida Kozub. David Lanius. William Lapatina. Fatima Lafni. Jasmine Mailer. Sarah Malone. Danielle Menzak. Marina Miller. Madison Mishansky. Kalia Moore. Taylor O'Leary. Katie Petroshonis. Nicholas Pronti. Brandon Reno. Abigail Rashevsky. Gabrielle Sarney. Jessica Marie Scherzinger. Darren Seltzer. Katie Chanel. Isaac Shenton. Janelle Sherman. Kelsey Shovlin. Ariana Solano. Emma Stoller. Zoe Stepansky. Taylor Belton. Gabrielle Beresti. Rachel Windhorn. Danielle Zidko. Now is the time when we will give the NSNA member cords. This is the National Student Nursing Association and our local nursing student organization. So members of NSNA will receive cords, and we also have NSO gifts for our officers. Do you want to? Okay, so let's start with, we'll do both at the same time. So Mark Chester, you come up. Mark is our NSO president and NSNA member. Next is Courtney Coffin. NSO Secretary and NSNA member. Kaylee Cromer, NSNA member. Emma Fantoli, NSNA member. Haley Farrell. NSO Vice President and NSNA member. Jordan Garcia. NSO Class President, Class Representative, and NSNA member. Sarah Gibson. Member NSNA. Catherine Gregoire. Member NSNA. Shane Hennihan. NSO Treasurer and member NSNA. Jordan Condris. NSNA member. Vita Kozub, NSNA member. Madison Mishansky, NSNA member. And Gabrielle Sarney, NSNA member. At this time, I would like to invite Jessica Ternitza to lead us in the International Pledge of Nursing.
Any nurses here, please rise. Okay. In the full knowledge of the obligation I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all of the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse. You may be seated.
We have a number of awards that are given out each year. One of the awards that we are giving out this year, which is different than some years, if I could get Dr. Victor to come up and hand these out. Part of senior curriculum is gaming. They form teams and they compete against each other for basically for the right to say that they won. But we had two teams that tied for first place this year. We had Fully Loaded. So if Fully Loaded would like to come up, we've got Matt Booth, Jessica Egan, Haley Farrell, Jordan Garcia, Sarah Gibson, Jasleen Carr, Mackenzie Koharski. You know what, Mackenzie? You don't need to come up if you don't want to. William Lapatina and Madison Mashansky. Oh, and Marina, but
It's like the rest of gaming.
yeah. All right. And the second team that was tied for first place is Gloved and Loaded. We have Lauren Coleman, Kaylee Cromer, Mallory Deemer, Emma Fantoli, Siri Fredman, Zechariah Howard, Taylor O'Leary, Brandon Reno, and Rachel Winhorn.
Go Zach.
For the remainder of the awards, I would like to invite Dr. Susan Malcolmus back on stage.
Every year, the university recognizes students who have been involved and who have achieved a number of honors in each graduating class. There have been ceremonies in the past following our pinning ceremony where we've had to hurry up and get done so that the award ceremony could begin in this auditorium. We have a little bit more time today, so what would have been read at that award ceremony, I am going to read the biographical information for those students. The first student is Becky Evans. Becky is acknowledged as the outstanding graduate of the Passan School of Nursing 2021. She has been awarded this, I'm sorry, I already said that. Her research focus this year and last year was the comparison of the use of preventative dressing changes with injury development in critical patients. She has been recognized for her military service and has received several awards while being enrolled at Wilkes. Her military accomplishments include serving in the military in Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom, receiving 3 Army Achievement Awards for exemplary duty, the Iraq Campaign Medal with the 3 campaign stars, Army Commendation Medal 3 times, the Army Achievement Medal 4 times, the NATO Medal, a Meritorious Unit Commendation, the National Defense Service Medal, the Afghan Campaign Medal with 2 campaign stars, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, the Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon 3 times, and the Basic Aviation Badge. Then, while at Wilkes, Becky's achievements include being named to the Dean's List for 8 semesters, a member of Sigma Theta Tau, the International Society for Nursing, and she was named the Outstanding Student of the Semester in the spring and fall of 2020. While enrolled at Wilkes, she has been a tutor for biology and for all levels of the traditional and accelerated bachelor degree nursing students. Her community service includes participation in alcohol and opioid awareness events, Alzheimer's awareness activities, and participation in flu and COVID-19 vaccination clinics. Becky has accomplished all of this while maintaining a GPA of 3.86 and being a mother to 3 children. Upon graduation, she has accepted a position as an RN at Geisinger and Wyoming Valley Hospital in the intensive care unit, and her future plans include receiving pre-hospital RN certification, CCRN certification, becoming a flight nurse, and returning to grad school for an acute care nurse practitioner certification. Congratulations, Becky. Katie Shino. Katie has received the Academic Excellence for the Passan School of Nursing for the class of 2021. Katie's research question was the comparison of patient outcomes for screening of people with Alzheimer's disease during each primary care office visit and upon each hospital admission with a focus on pain management and early interventions. Katie has received the Presidential Scholarship, has been named to the Dean's List for 8 semesters, and was inducted into the Wilkes University Zeta Psi National Honor Society for nursing in the spring of 2020. She is also in the National Society of Leadership and Success. She was inducted in the spring of 2019. She has participated as a representative of the Wilkes University Student Government Class of 2021, a member of the National Student Nurses Association, and a member of the Society of Student Nurses. Katie has participated in flu and COVID-19 vaccination clinics, assurance testing, fundraising activities for nursing student organizations, Alzheimer's walks, and participated in community service, including card making for nursing home residents. Katie has accomplished all of this while maintaining a GPA of 3.96. Following graduation, she has accepted a position at Wilkes York Hospital on the cardiovascular step-down unit. Her plans are to attend grad school to become a geriatric nurse practitioner or as a nurse educator. Congratulations, Katie. It was on silence. Gabrielle Sarney, Gabby, has received the Clinical Excellence Award for the Passan School of Nursing class of 2021. Her research has included the comparison of infant outcomes for premature infants that are breastfed in mothers with HIV and the kangaroo care of premature infants with traditional care of premature infants. During her academic journey, Gabby has been on the Dean's List each semester from 2018 to 2021, and she was inducted into the Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society for Nursing, Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and Psi Beta Honor Society. She was on the Sussex County Community College Dean's List from 2016 to 2018 and was recognized as the Woman of the Year at Sussex County Community College. Gabby's extracurricular activities included being a member of the Society of Student Nurses, Alzheimer's Awareness Walk, Night to Shine, which is a prom-type activity for individuals with developmental difficulties. We've had that for 2 years, and it wasn't done this year because of COVID, but it is a wonderful experience, and the students and those participating in it have a wonderful time. So we hope to continue that next year. She has also been Inclusive Sports Day, St. Anthony's Parish Food Drive, Meals to Go, COVID-19 assurance testing on Wilkes, flu and COVID-19 vaccination clinics, and she has accomplished all of these activities while maintaining a GPA of 3.8. Following graduation, she has accepted a position in the emergency department of Newtown Memorial Hospital. Her further aspirations are to attend graduate school to become a family nurse practitioner. Congratulations, Gabby. Alana Guerrero. Alana has received the Leadership Award for the Passan School of Nursing class of 2021. Her research question was, in adolescence, is sexual education shown to result in a decreased incidence of sexually transmitted disease compared to no sexual education? During her academic experience, she has received the Residence Life's Outstanding Committee Work Award, 2 years of Service Award from Student Government, Resident Assistance of the Year Award. She has been guest speaker at open house orientation events and the guest speaker at the convocation for freshman students. Alana has been involved with numerous activities while at Wilkes, and those activities include COVID vaccination clinics at Hazleton General and Wilkes-Barre General Hospitals. She's been the chair of Residence Life, Trady Hops Committee, student body president, president of the Society of Student Nurses, Resident Assistant Orientation Coordinator, e-mentor, interim president of Residence Hall Council, member of the Homecoming Welcoming Team, and a member of the President's Student Advisory Committee. Alana has maintained a 3.32 GPA during her academic career at Wilkes. Following graduation, she has accepted a position in the emergency department in Delaware. She plans to attend graduate school in the future with a focus on nursing education. Congratulations, Alana. Matt Booth. Matt has received the Faculty Recognition Award for the Passan School of Nursing class of 2021. His research question was, in patients with type 2 diabetes, does the usage of natural sweeteners versus non-nutritive sweeteners increase glycemic control? And in patients with schizophrenia, does the use of guided therapies compared to standard medical treatment improve patient ability for social integration? During his academic career, he has received the PSON Student Standout in the fall of 2020, the Kathleen Mailander Scholarship, the Ruth Borum Melberger Scholarship, and he was awarded the First Valley Hospital Safety Superstar for identifying a medication error. Matt is a member of Sigma Theta Tau International, the National Honor Society for Nursing, and has been on the Dean's List every semester for a total of 8. His GPA is 3.86. Matt has been involved in the following extracurricular activities: peer tutor across all levels of nursing students, vaccine clinics, both flu and COVID, and he has participated in blood drives, the Alzheimer's Walk, drug and alcohol awareness walks, and he gave a presentation for first aid to Girl Scouts. His future plans include a position as a nurse at First Valley Hospital, and he was recently accepted into the Psych Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Program at Wilkes. His end goal is to create his own practice specializing in adolescent and children struggling with mental illness. Congratulations, Matt. I would just like to give a shout out to 2 of our other graduating seniors. The first is Haley Farrell, if she would just please rise where she's seated. She has received the Honors Community Service Award. And Sarah Malone. Sarah was the MAT Conference Player of the Week for tennis a few weeks ago. Congratulations.
We have one more award to give, and I would like to have the Vice President of Zeta Psi come up to give that award, Dr. Laura Chavez.
Hi, everyone. Zeta Psi is Wilkes University's Passan School of Nursing chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International, the Honor Society for Nurses. Each year during Nurses Week, senior nursing students who are honor chapter members are encouraged to submit a brief essay on what nursing means to them. One essay was selected to be shared with everyone today. It is my honor to announce and invite to the podium at this time this year's Zeta Psi Nursing Essay winner, Rebecca Evans.
Hello, everybody. I'm a little nervous, if you can tell. So I'm going to start this with a little story that has impacted me on different levels. I was at clinical one day in the intensive care unit, and the majority of the patients were COVID-19 positive, and the patients weren't allowed to have visitors at the time, and you could see that it was really upsetting to the patients. I witnessed a nurse who was working a double at the time admit an elderly woman who needed to be put on high flow oxygen. This woman was terrified, anxious, nervous, and all alone. This nurse suited up in all the proper PPE, and you guys know how difficult that is, putting the mask, the gown, all the gloves. And she went into her room to do the initial assessment. This woman started crying, and I witnessed this nurse pull up a chair and sit next to her and hold her hand. This wonderful nurse stayed in the room for almost an hour, possibly exposing herself in order to calm this patient and put her worries to ease. To me, this was an eye-opening and life-changing event that I witnessed. She was exhausted and had other patients, but she wanted to ensure the patient was no longer anxious, answered all of her questions, and wanted to know that even though her family couldn't be there, she wasn't alone. This is the type of nurse I strive to be. With that, what does nursing mean to me? Nursing means helping others heal, meeting their needs, listening to their concerns and fears, protecting them from harm, and educating them to care for themselves while treating them with dignity, respect, and compassion. Nursing is having compassion for people and being a humanitarian, ensuring they receive the best care possible. Nursing is being the patient's voice when they can't speak for themselves. Nursing is treating and caring for the families of patients with kindness, realizing that they are going through a hard and stressful time also. Nursing is a responsibility to provide the best care regardless of age, sex, religion, sexual orientation, or their past. Nursing is not only a career, but a distinct way of improving people's lives by managing their health problems, maintaining their health, and enhancing a healthy state. Nursing is an opportunity to make a difference in someone's life through care and compassion. Nursing is more than a profession. It is a calling, a way of life, and will forever define who I am.
We have a slideshow of our seniors that Mrs. Wirtz has prepared, so we're going to show that now. Right?
Hands, put your empty hands in mine. And scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. No tears, make a lot of scars in your eyes. It hurt, I know you're hurting, but so am I. And love, if your wings are broken, I want mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we break it down, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, I won't go home. look back on times we had, I hope you smile and know that through the good and through the bad, I was on your side when nobody could hold us down. We claimed the brightest star and we came so far, and no, they won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our hands so high when all this world was there for us, and we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember how we there, remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember, when you think back on all we've done, I hope you're proud. When you look back and see how far we've come, it was our time to shine, and nobody could hold us down. They thought they'd see us fall, but we stood so tall, and no, we won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. We believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember how we there, remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you we came so far, you know that we showed them all, you know they won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us, and we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember how we there, remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember. Whatever you remember, whatever you.
Thank you for that, Donna. At this point, I'm going to ask Rebecca Evans to return to the stage. For some closing remarks.
Hope you guys are ready and have your tissues. So we have come to an end of our long, very long shift here at Wilkes University, and we know how important documentation is to a nurse. So we are now documenting the last 4 years of our lives, for some maybe even a little bit longer. No worries, I'll keep this speech short, unlike our lectures. On the first day of nursing school, we were all strangers. We were all excited and terrified, having no idea what we were stepping into. Together, we survived our first exam, where it seemed every question had 4 correct answers, and we still managed to pick the wrong one. And we didn't let it hold us back. We kept going. We managed to get through every single exam with the gut-wrenching anxiety when we would watch Matt get up after 10 minutes and walk out of the room. We made it to the notorious Advanced Critical Care Concepts class. We lost sleep, some of our sanity, and I'm sure tears were shed. Yet we survived it and kept going. We learned that children aren't just tiny adults in peds, and we've seen the miracle of life in OB. We then had to adapt going through nursing school during a pandemic, and we survived it and we kept going. Since day one, we have supported each other, whether it was nudging each other awake during lectures, bringing each other the coveted Starbucks coffee before class, being each other's shoulders to cry on when we were going through a hard time, to rejoicing together when we passed advanced care concepts, Dr. Malcolmus. There's a special bond that this class shares. It was this bond that has carried us through any and all obstacles that nursing school has thrown at us. Although being surrounded by determined, ambitious, and helpful peers made our goal of becoming nurses a reality, the real masterminds behind our success was the faculty. It was this faculty that challenged us, stressed over our grades probably more than we did, and taught us values that go above and beyond care plans and prep sheets. You are the nurses we aspire to be. Thank you for holding us to the highest standards of excellence to ensure that we reach our full potential. Here's to this extraordinary class, our remarkable faculty, our tolerant loved ones who now know almost all of the nursing lingo from hearing us for the past 4 years. Here's to the Wilkes Starbucks for pumping us with more caffeine than blood through our veins in order for us to keep going and make it through our cram sessions before finals. We took our first steps together on that first day of nursing as strangers and not knowing what we were getting ourselves into. We have gained knowledge, lifelong friends, incredible memories, and learned to think critically in every situation presented to us, together. I would like to ask you to stand, not as strangers, but now as family, and take a step into our futures, into the unlimited potential that we are all capable of and have been prepared for as Wilkes University Passan School of Nursing graduates. It has been a privilege and an honor to do nursing school with all of you. And remember, we are going to have difficult days ahead, but never ever forget what it was like to be that student, how you felt uncomfortable, nervous, and eager to learn. I'm sure the majority of us will be training new nurses in the future. Remember to treat them well. And with that, we've always been told, if you don't document it, you didn't do it. And now that we have it documented, guess what that means? We did it. Congratulations, guys.
We have one last speaker, Jessica Ternitza, who will be the president of NSO for the class of 2022, has some words to speak to the new class, or to the newly graduated.
Good afternoon, everyone, family, friends, faculty, and staff, and of course, the class of 2021. I want to thank you all for joining us on this special day, the day your graduate is welcomed into the profession of nursing. My name is Jessica Ternitza, and it is my distinct pleasure to serve as the incoming senior class president of the Wilkes Student Nursing Organization. I am here not only in a professional manner, but as well as a personal one. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for the dedication to the Passan School of Nursing and for paving the way for me to be successful. This class has gracefully endured a new curriculum, exhausted thousands of daunting course point questions, and completed each and every VSIM known to man. Also, I know you've been trying to forget about Zoom, but I hope you don't forget about Dr. Victor's infamous bongo sessions. So, thank you all for, well, everything, especially a year of learning. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the outgoing senior NSO members. Mark Chester, Haley Farrell, Jordan Garcia, Shane Henahan, and Courtney Coffin. for your countless contributions to the NSO, Passan School of Nursing, and Wilkes community. If it wasn't for you all supporting my odd ideas, keeping things interesting in our group chat, and teaching me how to public speak, kind of, I would have a lot less fun down in the CNSC and school in general. Thank you for mentoring me into the student advocate I am today, and thank you for leaving quite big shoes to fill. I'm sure you have now heard this trite statement, but if not, let me tell you. 2020 was the year of the nurse, but have no fear, the World Health Organization extended the year into 2021. Now, I have no doubts you will continue onto the path of excellence, growth, and resiliency. Let this delicate pin serve as an enormous reminder for the countless hardships and triumphs that have stemmed from your time here as a colonel. While yes, it has most certainly been the year of the nurse, I think we can all agree it has undoubtedly been the year of the Wilkes University nursing student too. I would like to leave you with this lasting impression. But in the midst of this whole learning adjustment, you have ultimately taught us all. Congrats, class of 2021, you did it.
And that brings today's ceremony to an end. I would like to thank faculty and staff for making this possible. I would like to thank all of you for coming to share this with your students and with us. And congratulations, class of 2021. Now go out there and do good stuff.